What's up? What's up? It's your boy. Hey, this Al's. The God in man form and the prophet de jour. What's up, man? I'm in my vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my show and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving back to everybody, man. Spreading my word. But it's kind of awkward, especially with what's going on in Minnesota right now. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna still come with my vibe and everything, but yeah, we're gonna touch on, you know, um, what's going on in the city, um, all over actually. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Um, Man, it looks like a scene from GTA, or you know what I mean, like a scene from like Special Ops or something, man. Down there, it's crazy, man. So, um, I hope all my people taking care, man, and being safe and uh, just standing your ground, man, and just knowing your laws, man. Knowing your laws and standing your ground is the most I can say, and give a shout out right now, because that's all we can do. Because that's the way that they coming in, the way that they swooped in. I told people a long time ago, man, Minnesota's a mecca, um, so it's only natural that they would send in um, people to come in here and change things, how we got things going here in Minnesota. So, and just my personal take on it. Like I said before, and just the way they rolling up in schools and stuff. I think that's really significant, of what their intent is. So, um, how I feel, man. That's why I'm like, yo, we got to educate the youth, man. We got to educate them right, speak to them right. We got to speak to them in their language, but we got to give them knowledge because they coming for them, man. Especially these Minnesota kids. Like I told you, man. In comparison, I'm not putting people down, but you know how I am. It's on Thailand TV. People get shots around. Yeah, everybody get them. Everybody get them. I apologize, but yo, Minnesota education is a lot better. That's one of the reasons why I left Cali, because of what was going on at the time I was living there, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to have a son, um, you know, I got to raise my son back in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm going to raise him out there in Cali because the education system was not, and that's not a knock. It's just like I said, a lot of people talking should be land. I'm talking what it is, and that's just what it was. So places like New York too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you think about, I mean, way out the education system. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as the young kids, our young kids here have a good uh, leg up education wise. You know what I'm saying? We have top notch schools, high schools, right, in the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't they come in here and try to disturb our kids, man? Because that's a tactic, right? You know what I mean? Because those are the future people. I tell everybody this all the time. That's the they are. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the children are our future. That's just what it is, and that's why it's a tactic for them to come in and do that. But we got to make sure that they understand. Um, one of the things I tell people all the time is that this generation of kids has more fight than anybody in any generation in the history of the world. Like they are determined. You cannot budge these kids. I know I work in middle school now. You know what I mean? It's like you can't budge these little kids, man. But the thing about it is they're young and they're impressionable. So it's time for us to give them a direction. You know what I'm saying? And let them know the right way to go, the right path to go, and know your laws, man. Know your history and know your laws, because as long as you know that, as long as the young people know that, you know what I'm saying, they'll be all right. That's why they come in our schools, man, to try to stop us, man. We might be doing something. Just throwing it out there. That's just a thought about my situation with them. You know what I mean? But stand your ground, know your laws everywhere. All my people, whatever you doing out there, you know what I'm saying? If you're combating these dudes, know your laws. Because hey, I seen matter of fact, yeah, because some got posted earlier today talking about the an officer, a Minneapolis police officer had ICE police in custody. You know what I'm saying? We had the cuffs on them, taking them in. You know what I mean? Breaking up, they break them laws is there, man. Like I'm not talking crazy. Like them laws is there. Like you bring a law up. Like, hey, motherfucker, what when they pull you over, what are they doing? It's because you're broken the law. You know what I'm saying? So if you can nigga excuse my language, breaking the law, you know what I'm saying? They gotta go. Hey, so know your laws, Stand your ground, but know your laws. It's more powerful than anything else. It's like I told you, the most powerful thing in this world is educated black man. That's the most powerful weapon in this world, yo. Oh man. So my people out there, man, please be safe, man. And take care and just know your laws, man. Um, yeah, but that's just crazy, man. I know y'all seen that, man. Um, been going on for a little bit now. Man, talking about sending more troops. That's crazy, man. I see. I'm like, I'm just like floored by it. So, um, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it about it. This like we always do. You know what I mean? That's why we the gods. You know what I'm saying? Um, so what I was looking at the other day, I think this was actually just yesterday. I seen this. Um, they talking about recalling cheese for a high level, highest danger level. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, yo, I'm like cheese, like, and I understood the whole cheese situation once I went vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, where you start learning, um, um, where things come from that are used to be made, that are used to make them, and actually, the veganism taught me a little bit about how the main thing about everything is how you taste it, right? How it tastes, right? That's the main thing about veganism is really how it tastes, because it's like you can make anything taste like anything. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that's what they've been doing to us. So you know what I'm saying? As a vegan, you're not eating anything that comes from animals. Anything that an animal is, anything that an animal produces, you can't eat of it, right? And so then you learn new ways of making things, but then you also learn a lot of things that you didn't know, like came from, what I'm saying, animals and stuff. So um, it's surprising to see that now. I guess the FDA is thinking to make it important that we pull some of that stuff off the shelf. You think about how much stuff. I'm not sure if anybody's ever seen videos or things like that of how much they say goes into making like Velveeta cheese. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like how much oil, just oil in particular. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just to see stuff like this, man. It's like I said, my daily affirmations are filled with that when we talking about just random things that I see, scroll on, and just come across. You know what I mean? So they said they was talking they was talking about, man, they got a they got a petition apparently that they're trying to give for women's sports to ban men from being in women's sports. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, because it's like, hey man, it's a Pandora's box situation, right? How you be like, yo, which I get, no, but I get it though, because I get it. But you know what I mean? Hey, on my show, like I tell you, I play Angels Advocate. Everybody gets shots. I just be like, hey, whoever, I think it was the feminists that started the movement saying everybody's equal. So women started coming in with sports, say I can do it too. So now you got to do it like, yo, I'm going over there. It's like everybody equal. You know what I'm saying? That's what that equal stuff means. It go both ways. You gotta when you open the box, when you open Pandora's box, what you get. So I thought it was just real funny to see that they put a whole petition. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all wouldn't have had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Had to do this whole petition thing. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there, man. I know I'll be saying some crazy stuff, man. Oh man. Um, yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, I ain't gonna keep you too late tonight. You know what I mean? Um, I was looking at something too. I said this. I think I talked about this on my show before. They were talking about the moment that, like, conception, like when life begins. Like, Whatever. That's why it's hard to go into things like this because the argument of it for either side is so strong. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Differences of opinions, debating is like jacked, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna speak, I speak my mind. It's Thailand TV. So, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want. You know, freedom of speech, baby. That's how you do this, man. I've been waiting for this. Finally called up to me anyway, all that stuff I used to say. But it says that they captured the moment of when conception happens, life begins, right? And I think what I saw before once was they talking about how it's like a burst of light, you know what I mean? Almost like a burst of light. And I was even talking about how when people pass, they always talk about they see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know what I'm saying? Like it's soul. I think souls moving, seeing the light, transforming into the other one, the light, bam, come back, new entity, right? Um, but I think that that's very significant of um, I mean, just life in general. I mean, everything. What they talk about the Big Bang. A lot of people have difference of opinions on how things were done. But like I say all the time, when you read books or when you listen to different views or watch movies, different versions, you got to always take from each thing, and you can find out the real. So you know what I'm saying. I think everybody talks about something like a big boom or a big happening or a big day, right? Everybody talks about that. So you know what I mean. I know that that's real for it to be saying that. You know, upon conception, you get that light, that first burst of beginnings, like the Big Bang Theory. You know what I mean? Just like that, right? In that sense, I think that's pretty dope. Um, you know, checking in the MIT. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Nerds. Hey man, I was talking to my young people today. One thing I was telling my young people today, man, which was significant, which I love this conversation that I had with them. They was like, yo, just told them, you know, I'm talking, I keep it real. I keep it real with my kids, man. I tell them real stuff because if I want them to open up and be real with me, I got to be real with them. So I was like, yo, man, you know, back in the day, I was a nerd. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh my gosh, yeah, got to be smart. Yeah. I want to be smart too. And it's dope to hear them say that because it's like, okay, they understand the concept of what it means to um, be educated first. You know what I'm saying? Go into whatever you're gonna do, but at least know what the hell you're going into. That's how I look at it. Most motherfuckers just go into shit and be like, I'm down with this. Like, you even know what that is. You even know what sector or whatever you're at is. You know what I'm saying? No, you need to get that educated to know that. You know what I mean? You know, circling right back around to educating our youth, you know. So everything I speak about sometimes goes in full circle. Oh man. We're gonna try to keep it low key tonight, man. My man put up something said our era right now we got broke drug dealers, pregnant studs, homeless hustlers, married hoes, and respected snitches. To give me a effing break. Like for real, like the topsy turvy. Everything is upside down right now. Like people, I've been talking about that. Like people just do stuff weird, like the opposite of how it should be done. You know, on purpose sometimes. You know, our society weird right now, man. Um, but the thing about it is, I think that the problem is that we don't know how to live within each other's differences. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not anything that's opposing you is not a problem for you. You know what I'm saying? It could be something, just a different view of how you look at something. You know, um, so you know, yeah. So yeah, man. We're gonna get on topic a little bit earlier tonight, like I told you. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna hold you too much, man. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday night. I know everybody's probably gonna be chilling because Friday is the last day of the week. Everybody probably want to go to work on or time early so they can get up out of there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep you up too late on Thursday, but we gotta talk a little bit about the love, man. You know me. We gotta talk a little bit about love, man. I mean, that's what the world needs. Like, do you not see the coincidence of why I've been instilling this? Episode in my show. You know what I'm saying? This love episode, right? Good people that want to be in good relationships with good people. You don't understand why I instilled it. Like for this right now, look at the times we live in right now. Look at how shit is right now in Minnesota, man. Where we at? Where I'm at? Where I've been rocking, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Prophet de jour, man, is for real, man. I've been trying to explain to y'all how we looking right now in the world, and now the world's coming after us. You know what I'm saying? Facts on facts on facts. You know what I mean? We could have got together. If all of us could have joined all our shit together, we could have put this motherfucker into a fortress type shit. But niggas, excuse my language, kings is how they is. You know what I'm saying? Every king want to have their own kingdom. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So it's just now we got to fight the fight. You know what I mean? So, but we still a Mecca. We still strong. You know what I'm saying? They can't just come in and take us. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm gonna keep putting that love out there because I know everybody need it. We gotta talk about it. Being in relationships with people is one of the biggest things that we have a problem with in our world today. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to instill this episode so I can give you guys some kind of knowledge. If you take it from it, blessings. And if you don't, it wasn't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. So thanks to anybody that be checking in with my shows, man. I know I be talking crazy, man. I know, but you know me. You know what I mean? I don't change. The same dude. You know what I mean? Same dude. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about intimacy tonight, man. True intimacy. Yeah. You know what I mean? A love thing. You know what I'm saying? That looking into each other's eyes thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that true intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think you get that from. Um, I spoke about this once. I said, you gotta have your own language, right? I think everybody talks about the love languages and shit, but you gotta have your own. You create your own love. You create your own love language. You create your own walk and your talk. You know what I'm saying? Like inside. I've told you about like inside jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your own inside jokes, your own inside gestures within each other. Um, Once you establish that love and that commitment, that type of thing can grow. Very important for your intimacy because I mean you could be across the room looking at it. You can be across the room at a party, at a friend's party, looking at each other and just having a moment of intimacy. You know what I mean? So, but that's when you get this, like I said, speaking um, that whatever language you know what I'm saying you want to call it, but only you and that person you're with have. Um, and to have that, I think the most important thing people got to realize is like to have that heightened to have that heightened intimacy, you have to be the most willing to be vulnerable. I think vulnerability is a big factor in having that truest of intimacy that you can have. You know what I'm saying? Where you're not left without. You know what I mean? Where you're feeling like you're left without, right? Um, you got to understand that you're really needing to open yourself up. You know, um, in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean, because you could be real about it, right? You can be real about it. You can be real about it. You know what I'm saying? We can be real about it. We can talk about it if you want to talk about it. That's what my show's about. I mean, if you want to talk about it, let's go. I mean, to be honest, hanky panky, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wanky, 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 jank, panky, panky, you know, spanky, spanky, you know what I'm saying? Like that, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Having sex. Like that is the one of the heightened most form of intimacy that you can do with someone. And in order to have, well, they talked about this before. You know, you've seen this on probably before I've ever watched relationship videos or whatever. They've talked probably about how, especially women, how um, how to get them to be more open when it comes to sexual activity and things that they do, and there's nothing wrong with having that. Like he had the situation with Shannon Sharp and listening to his calls and stuff like that. So, and talking about the things he was talking about, saying kind of reveals that, you know, people behind closed doors when it comes to sexual adventures can be really, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's because you're being vulnerable. You're opening it. Like, you're not going to walk around with your wiener out, you know what I'm saying? With the you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the day, right? But you might do that with your little lady. Some of y'all some freaking people. Yes. I don't know who he is. I don't know who you is. Some of y'all some freaking people, right? You know what I mean? So, and it's okay to have those kind of freak sessions. There's nothing wrong with that. Those are forms of intimacy. They are. Yes, they totally are. They are totally having sex is a form of intimacy. It's one of the most heightened forms of intimacy, also. Um, and you know, but I'm not talking about that kind. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the holding hands kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That you know what I'm saying? Like that friendship skipping to Malou old hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Walk over the rainbow shit. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Right? That shit. Joyous whatever. I'm talking about all that right now, man. And I think that when you get to this kind of intimacy, this pure kind of intimacy, there's no judging. You know, because nowadays, if you think about our society nowadays, there's a lot of judging, right? A lot of judging. Like people think that they live in stone houses. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking right through you right now. Looking right through your glass motherfucking windows right now, right at you. I'm looking right at you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people got to understand that you know, in order to have, it, but this is like I said, this is. I mean, you don't have to be this way for everybody, but I think especially because you got to understand that this is only for you know what I'm saying, the one person. So intimacy with that one person, and in order to get to that, you know what I'm saying, where it's locked in like that, you can't be judging because they everybody's got a story, man. It's gonna be something you hear that's gonna be like you know what I'm saying, like you know, it's just whatever. You just got to be understand if that's going to be your level of intimacy with that person, and if it's worth that. Because to have that level of intimacy, you have to be open because they're being vulnerable with you. They don't have to tell you the things that they're telling you, you know. And then I think it tightens everything up. You know what I'm saying, with your relationships. And like I told you before, if you heard any, you know, any person that's ever done any type of relationship or show or advice or something, say, you know what I'm saying, like it just makes everything better. You know, like you get that um, just hold hands, just sit next to each other, just going for walks. Just the simple things become big situations for you. You know what I'm saying? Even just laying on the couch, um, you know, um, arm over arm, leg over leg, locked in with each other. You know what I'm saying? Watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? Those become those intimate moments, especially when you have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have kids, you remember when you had kids, you had to sneak them intimate moments. That's probably honestly, you become like ninja romantics when you have kids. When you have kids, you have no. You be like, yo, because you be seeing each other. One, you got like two kids, one taking you this way, one taking you that way. You be like, yo, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's when you learn them, you know what I mean? So that way, when you get to those moments where you can actually finally be alone, it'd be like locked in. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling you though, man, it's a level where, um, like PDA, like I've always tripped about PDA because I'm like, people be like, they be freaked out about PDA. Like I'm really like surprised that I be running into people that are like really against PDA. You know what I'm saying? On like a Richter scale, like like it's a monster coming to get them or something. They scared, right? No, for real. But I'm like that's a necessary part of a relationship for me personally. I'm just talking about for me personally. Um, and I think that moments of those. I don't think that you have to because I'm a heightened moment of those. Like me and my girl, you know what I'm saying? Like we be in the dance floor, we be like, yo, we look at each other, we like got down. You know what I mean? Hey, that's just me. That's just me. Everybody ain't like me. Every guy ain't like me, ladies. I'm sorry. Girl, I love you right here in the middle of the motherfucking dance floor. That type of nigga. And some people ain't like that. And so, but I do think that doing something like that every once in a while makes people um, feel that you love them without even saying anything. Just to grab their head, flick the, you know what I'm saying, flick the hair out their eyes or something. You know what I mean? Like straight up, for real. That's intimacy type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Very small, little bitty tricks of intimacy. But I think what it does is shows the person that you value their time. I think a lot of people are too much concerned. Our society is too much concerned with self awareness and being a self that you can't find someone who decides to care about your time um, as well. You know what I mean? Everybody's thinking about what they can get from things, and then I understand. Okay, well, this person had to come out of their way to come meet me, or pick me up, or take me somewhere, or spend time with me. You know, and once you get to that point in life where you can start understanding that part of it, when you get into relationships with people, you take it a little bit more seriously because now you start to understand that they got they're producing the most expensive commodity for you as well. You know what I'm saying? Both of you guys are committing the most expensive withdrawal that you're making out of life. You know what I'm saying? Your time. You can never get it back. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever give it to anyone, can't no one ever say you don't care. Because I'm like, what the fuck, Peter? I got shit to do, motherfucker. I got shit to do, motherfucker. You don't know that? Apparently you don't know that. You think you know, motherfucker. I got shit. I got work. Hey, I got shit to do, man. Some basketball on TV right now. You know what I'm saying? But people gotta understand that everyone's time is important. So if somebody's spending time with you, check yourself, man, because they didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? So check yourself on that one right there. You know what I mean? So and if we get better at understanding that as people, um, just like I said, and where what I'm saying sounds crazy is when you start in intervening with multiple intimacies, like when you're having multiple people that you're being intimate with. So the things I'm saying, like I tell you, most of the stuff I'm saying may sound like that, especially to the generation, the society we're living in, because everybody wants to be multiplied. That's dumb. Everybody want to be multiplied. You know what I'm saying? They want to have more than one, and it's hard to have um, a true intimacy with one person um, if you're having intimacies with a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point of it is to be fully vulnerable with the one person you're with, which allows them to open up and be with you as vulnerable as you are with them. So, um, and I've been at that point. I've been at that stage in my life before too. So, I mean, I get it, but I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that it's one of the things that we need to learn as a society, especially men, um, because we can carry that burden more than women do of being multiple intimacy people, lawbreakers. You know what I'm saying? Breaking the cardinal law because we've grown that way over a time. You know what I'm saying? Almost like as if we're conquering. You know what I'm saying? To prove we can conquer, um, and it limits men that are like that. It limits them from making true intimate commitments with someone. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like I said, would you leave a person shallow almost because they're giving full intimacy, they're giving full vulnerability. Um, they're trying to create that language with you, but you're trying to create the language with three, four, five other people. You know what I'm saying? Six, seven. You know what I mean? Like a whole bunch of other people. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Because the young kids at school, they told me that ain't in, they ain't in. And I see. I think where the men have a disadvantage is that I think it's harder for women to have multiple intimacies. I think for them, they're more emotional creatures because so they look for emotional connection first, and I think that always gets them. You know what I'm saying? Like I've talked about. I remember women in the you know what I'm saying, late 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 2000s popping off with the music. You know what I'm saying? Talk about we don't need no man, all this. Next thing they pregnant. Like, wait a minute, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? The career was done. So it's more difficult for them because they want to make an emotional connection somehow. You know what I mean? They can fight it all they want to. Ladies, you can fight it all you want to. Fight what I'm saying all you want to, and I get it. But hey, clear as day, you emotional connector. That's what you do. So at some point in time, your body is trying to do that, even though your mind be telling you, "Nah, girl, we play a mouse chick." You know what I mean? Whatever y'all say, your body wants to make an emotional connection. So that limits you against trying to dominate more and more and more partners. You want to lock in with one, and that's dope. I think that's a dope. Um, Superpower. I think that the women need to teach men that superpower, and I think it'll help um, solve a nation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yin and yang. So y'all teach that part of it. We'll teach the other part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a question too. Like, I've been wondering who's better at intimacy. I think. Well, I think it's kind of cheating because I gave the cheat code already because I said women are emotional, so that would you think that they are more susceptible to having those intimacy connections. But I think the emotional part of women makes them lose the battle. I think they lose the battle of who's more intimate because of their emotional ties to it. And the reason why I say that is because your emotions are doing this. You know what I'm saying? It's not steady. You know what I mean? So at any point in time, you changing. You know what I mean? And the person has to change with it, right? If you're not in control of it, and I think a lot more women are not in control of those emotional ties than there are women that are, because there are women that are. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot more just they'll end up going with that emotion, and that'd be like that throw things off, right? Man, got to figure that out. But I think men are more steady, so they can lock in. You know what I'm saying? Quicker. You know what I'm saying? More logical. Think about it. Think it through. See what's up. And so I think the dudes. I think the dudes take. And yeah, yes, I'm being biased. That's what I do around here. It's a show. You know what I'm saying? So I think the dudes take it. I think the fellas are more loving. You know what I'm saying? Because I think fellas do life amazing shit for they people, for their ladies. And I think they're just more sincere. I think they're more romantic. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, it ain't our fault. Disney made it that way. Knight on the shining armor, man. We rolled through. Y'all be asleep waiting for the kiss. Y'all be asleep waiting for the kiss. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sleeping in the tower and shit, the dragon and shit, big ass motherfucker, 17-story dragon. We gotta go slay that dude real quick, come through, save you. Yeah, we nice. Don't be hating on us. We nice. Okay? That's what I'm saying. So I think we take this one. I think intimacy, I think men take the cake for intimacy. Um, but I'm an angel's advocate. I'm an angel's advocate. Fellas, fellas, fellas. I think our intimacy is a little short, Ryan. Sometimes I think our intimacy go quick. Yeah, we done. You know what I mean? So ladies, I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we need to get back, but we got some. You know what I'm saying? We got some help. You know what I'm saying? It's 50 mils. You know what I'm saying? 50 mils, 100 mils. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Good. Easy. Yeah. Talking about old boy, old men, OGs is coming back. That's what I seen. I seen them on TV. They coming back. Hey, but yeah, I think the best thing we can do, though, um, and everything I talk about, like I say, come back full circle. I think the best thing we can do is talk about it, man. You, your lady, ladies with your man, just talk about it, man. Open up, man. Open up and have conversations. Speak to each other about how you feel. It's one of the most difficult things to do because it's a lot of us have a lot of things that we don't want to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like especially young men from urban neighborhoods. We've been taught that don't tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just get it done. And I think that's unfair because now we have to try to unravel those cords, man. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of things, a lot of ties, a lot. I mean, I know I work in middle schools, man. I hear some stories, man. And it'd be like, if you have those already at middle school, you know what I'm saying? Like, who do you come across and what do you think that they've gone through? You know what I'm saying? By the time you see somebody, you know what I mean? And and to be able to sit there and especially if you're my age and you're dating, do you know how difficult it is to do that? To be down and even be down to decide to do that. Anybody that talks about relationships and not meeting good people, do you know how the fuck long it takes to know if you met a good person or not? I mean, if you take and look and listen to their story, at my age, think of my age, right? When I met my girl, I was 45. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting there. So, you know what I'm saying? And basically, That's a long time. That's a long time on this earth already. You know what I'm saying? So for me to unravel all my stories to her, and then for her too, as she is too, has a lot of stories to tell. For me to invest to find out if that person is good and not, is going to take a lifetime for us to tell each other all of our stories and really find out who we all are. And that's the intimacy of that, because we decided it's worth and valuable to our time for that other person's time. At the same time, no, I want to be a part of your time, and I want you to be a part of mine. And you got to have conversations on how to make that work. People got to understand that we can't just go into relationships thinking, okay, you need to fix me or you need to provide for me, and if you can't, that's it. No, we need to go in and say, okay, wow, does that person add value to me? Damn, I want to add value to that person too at the same time, because that person's giving up their time for me. And don't be scared, man, to talk. Um, I'm gonna say the opposite, man. I mean, this is my show, so I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Thailand TV. I'm gonna say the opposite. I think men need to open up. I think that's their language, and I think and we need to not be scared of using it against us. I think a lot of real men ain't scared, because a lot of men have done whatever the hell they want to do regardless. So I think we know it shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like if you out there doing dirt now, okay, you know what I'm saying? But that's why you gotta do dirt by your lonely, so nobody know anything. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about even saying, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody saying but you. Um, but the vulnerableness of being and to be willing to be open with your partner, man, to have these kind of conversations, and then to know that you'll have. I think that on the other end, it's important for the other person to know that you're willing to have those type of conversations, because it will it'll put them at ease, because they'll know, if something's wrong, you'll say it. And it's good to know that, man, because you don't have to float through life on the eggshell all the time, wondering if you're messing up or if you're doing anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? You just know. You know what I mean? Like when your girl leave the dishes in the sink 2 days in a row. She try to say, "Nigga, I want the dishes." Motherfucker been here, been here like, you know what I'm saying, 3, 4 times. You know what I mean? Hold on, you know what I'm saying? Watch the dishes. You know what I'm saying? But that's language. That's language that you build over time. And when you're serious about somebody and where you want that to go, it's easy to have those times. And you can't, like I was tapping on a second ago, you can't use things against each other, man. You can't be those type of people, man. You can't show. Um, that's the weird thing about it. Like when you do that, when you sit there and tell other people and make jokes about somebody that you dated and what they did or whatever, just joke now when you ain't with them, and when you make fun of them like that, man, that just tells people how you are. When it comes to somebody you with, that you really don't care about them, because when you leave them, you talk bad about them, so you really didn't care about them anyway. I told a woman that one time before too. I'm like, yo, because somebody told me she was talking bad about me to them, and I said, you know what, believe what you want to believe, whatever, I don't care. But I always was like, yo, look, now I know that's how you really felt about me then, because you wouldn't have went out there and talked bad about me. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, player. So don't do that. Stay away from that. Um, and your next relationships, I think, will be better, because people understand that you want to talk about them. So, and you'll get that respect off the bat. Uh, but I'm just gonna have an easy show tonight, man. I'm gonna make it an early show. Just touch on you guys a little bit, real quick. Sorry, whatever. And I that part, whatever. That's the young stuff, man. I don't get on that right now, man. My mind is still with Minneapolis right now, Minneapolis, Minnesota, man. I've been seeing a lot going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota over the last 6 years, and it's crazy. It's motherfucking crazy. It's motherfucking crazy. It's crazy, man. The city I grew up in, it's crazy. Like it's straight up crazy. I can't believe it, dude. Intimacy. I'm gonna end on this. I think true intimacy is the moments that you share with the person. I think it can be in any aspect. Like I said, it can be sexual. It can be just little looks across the room. But it's those moments. It's all those moments just between you and that person. You can be in a room full of people and it's just you and that person. I think that's what intimacy is. Just you and that person. No matter what's going on, what's around you, who's around you, just you and that person. That's intimacy, man. That's true intimacy. And I hope people find that with one person. I hope we can start doing that because I think I looked at it the other day. I used to make a joke or two to young people back in the day. Back in the day, I used to make a joke with young people. I said, "Man, it's like 7 women to 3 men, or excuse me, 7 women to 4 men." And then I did a research on it about a year ago, and I think it's like pretty much almost even. So you know what the fuck that means? That means as of right now, there's one person for every one person. God damn, boy, I know I say some weird shit. But I love y'all, man. This is T Dub 800. This is out the God in man form and the prophet de jour. I love it. I love y'all. Be safe, man. Be safe, man. This world is crazy right now, man. This world is crazy. Stand up, but know your laws. Know your laws. Please know your laws. And be good, man. Love.